Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught 1 pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Landry now in motion right. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Jameis on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long for Winston. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
With it is Brown. Shreds the tackle. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And out come the Dolphins now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Brought in by Coates. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Hey, here we go.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make our score 9-0. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run again with Bernard. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion is Grant. They go play action here on 1st down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, let's go! Check three.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down following the run. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
That's complete right around the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Set, 330.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Roethlisberger to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And a gain there of 11 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On play action, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a carry for Bernard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They come out here in the eye. And Winston lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle, and this is caught. A gain of 35 that time. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Defense showing blitz. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Check out, bro. Hot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go! Flex round!
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.